Imagine moving into your new dorm room and finding a time capsule buried years ago, with your name on it, a chilling warning written long before you arrived.
It was the summer of 2023 when Emma Carver first laid eyes on the ancient brick dormitory, nestled quietly on the edge of a prestigious university campus. The ivy clung to its weathered walls, whispering secrets from decades past. The building was known as Morton Hall, a living relic from the early 20th century, housing generations of restless students. Emma, an incoming freshman, had dreamt of this moment, moving into her own first dorm room, claiming her corner of the world. Emma was a shy but keen observer, a young woman with a passion for history and mystery novels. Her excitement was tinged with a slight unease. The building's long-standing reputation among students was steeped not just in tradition, but in strange legends. Rumors had circulated for years about a hidden time capsule somewhere within the old structure, placed there by a secret society of students who once called Morton Hall home. On move-in day, Emma met her roommate Claire, a bubbly and outgoing theater major who laughed off the building's eerie reputation. Their room, 213, was a narrow space with creaky wooden floors, a small window that overlooked a courtyard, and a peculiar but sturdy old metal box tucked behind the baseboard near the closet. That first evening, as the sun dipped low and cast golden shafts across the room, Emma noticed a faint engraving on the lid of the box. Her name, Emma Carver.
Must be a prank, right?
Claire joked, watching Emma's eyes widen in disbelief. Emma's fingers trembled as she unlocked the box, revealing dozens of yellowed papers, dated photographs, and a small leather-bound journal. The first note she unfolded chilled her to the bone. To Emma Carver, if this box has found you, then heed this warning. You are part of a sequence, a story that began decades ago. Danger lurks not in place, but in time itself. As the words sank in, Emma realized she was no longer just a new resident in Morton Hall, but a key player in something larger and darker than she could have imagined. The days that followed Emma's discovery were filled with a mix of dread and fascination. She pored over the journal, which belonged to a student named Evelyn Marks from 1972. Evelyn's entries described strange occurrences in Morton Hall, furtive footsteps, whispered warnings in the night, and most chillingly, a premonition about a series of events that would culminate decades later. Emma came to learn that the time capsule was no ordinary artifact, but a relay of warnings passed from student to student, a hidden relay meant to protect someone. Her. Names of previous recipients appeared in the journal, each with their own mark of fear and hope. One entry from 1989, written in shaky script, caught Emma's eye.
The shadows are closing in. The one named Emma must be watched, for they come for her in the quiet hours.
Who was they? And why did the warnings always single out Emma? Emma shared the discovery with Claire, and together they scoured university archives and spoke to long-retired staff who remembered the mysterious past events in Morton Hall. They uncovered that each student warned had a connection to an unresolved disappearance on campus, involving a former professor, Dr. Henry Larkin. Dr. Larkin had vanished abruptly in 1974, just months after Evelyn's last journal entry. His research, shrouded in secrecy, involved experiments on time and memory. Some legends claimed he had unlocked something dangerous, something that fractured reality within the dorm's walls. Emma's anxiety peaked one night when the lights flickered violently as she sat reading in the dark. Faint, urgent whispers seemed to echo through the hall, calling her name. Claire insisted Emma report it to campus security, but the authorities dismissed the disturbances as electrical faults and student imagination. As Emma delved deeper, she found hidden compartments behind paneling in the walls, each containing artifacts linked to Dr. Larkin's research. Strange devices, notes filled with arcane symbols, and photographs of students who had lived in Morton Hall, many of whom disappeared without explanation. A pause and reflect moment. Emma stood in the dim corridor, the weight of the past pressing in on her. Was this reality, or a descending spiral of paranoia? Could these messages be a cruel joke spanning generations? And yet, the specificity of her name gave the warnings a cruel, sharp edge. The tension rose again when Emma found a new envelope slipped beneath her door, bearing a message in the same handwriting as the original time capsule. "You are closer than you think. Trust no one. Find the key." The dorm suddenly felt less like home and more like a cage. Emma had to face the possibility that someone or something was watching her, and that the time capsule might be the only lifeline she had. The climax unfolded on a stormy night in late October. Emma, guided by torn pages and fragmented records, uncovered a hidden basement beneath Morton Hall. Inside, illuminated only by her flashlight, she found a large metallic device, one that matched descriptions from Dr. Larkin's research notes, called the temporal relay. Emma realized this device had been used to send messages backward through time, explaining the impossibility of the capsules and why they always targeted her. Dr. Larkin had tried to warn future students of forces that sought to erase them from existence. Suddenly, Emma felt herself being pulled into the device's eerie hum. Images flashed past, moments from the past, present, and a potential future. The temperature plummeted, and the air vibrated with a strange energy. She saw a shadowy figure approaching, its face obscured, moving closer with each heartbeat. The shadow represented the they, a manifestation of erased memories, an entity feeding on forgotten souls trapped in time's folds. Emma's heart pounded. Using a phrase from Evelyn's journal, a promise to hold fast to reality and light, Emma shouted into the whirlwind. The shadow paused, then dissipated like smoke blown by a sudden breeze. The device sparked violently, then powered down, the ominous force broken. As dawn broke, Emma emerged from the basement, breathing heavily but victorious. The warnings had been real. The danger was real. But so was the strength she'd found within herself. She sealed the time capsule once more, adding her own entry for the next recipient, her handwriting firm and clear.
To whomever finds this, you are not alone. Hold fast to your light.
Emma's story became part of campus lore, a tale whispered to new students with awe and caution. The time capsule was preserved in the university archives, now a symbol of resilience against unseen forces. Legally, the university strengthened its commitment to mental health resources and transparency, understanding the psychological toll such mysteries imparted on students. Socially, the story sparked debates about memory, reality, and the ways we confront our fears, both real and imagined. The capsule's ongoing message invites us to consider how much of what scares us is the unknown, and how much is the courage to face it that defines us. Emma's journey reveals the profound human need to connect across time, to warn and to protect. In a world often overshadowed by uncertainty, the most potent power may lie in hope, communicated from one soul to another, across the years and the silence. If this story stirred something in you, share your thoughts below. Have you ever experienced moments that seemed to defy explanation? What would you do if you found a message meant only for you? Join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to Real Mystery Reports for more strange, dark, and profoundly human stories. New true mysteries every day.